What's going on, Mullen fans? We are back with another one. Mullen Automotive has news today, much needed news in my opinion, because there's been a few stabs at that critical 14-cent level that we discussed. And at the time of this recording, Mullen pushed back above 15 cents, currently at 15.34. And if you see my last video, I gave you guys the levels that I'm watching for Mullen Automotive. The next one being to push above that 17-cent mark, sending Mullen to the 20s. Now let's get into the news. The upcoming big event for Mullen Automotive. They announced today a commercial EV launch event scheduled to be held on August 24th, 2023 to commemorate the first Class 3 vehicles rolling off the production line ready for customer deliveries. The launch event will be held at Mullen's commercial assembly plant located in Tunica, Mississippi, and will feature factory tours, company presentation, ride and drives, and vehicle demonstrations. Attendees will include select media customers, dealers, vehicle upfitters, suppliers, and local leadership. So huge news in my opinion. Big update on production. Class 3 vehicles rolling off the line. We have the date there. And this is coming after a Twitter post from Cha, who did some DD and found that there are 16 pallets, 112 cartons of batteries being shipped to Mullen Automotive. And to me, these two pieces of news shows to me that there's a push, there is some effort being put in, and not only for production, but also possibly 180-day extension in the works as well. Now hear me out on this one, guys. I could be very much wrong, but pay attention to what FFIE Faraday Future did. They were expecting to receive an additional 180-day extension from NASDAQ to meet NASDAQ minimum bid requirement on May 2nd of this year. And this is an article from April 28th, 2023. To become part of NASDAQ's capital market, it will need to fulfill certain criteria and requirements, including financial and liquidity requirements and corporate governance requirements. As of today, there are many medium 2 billion to 10 billion market cap and large cap 10 billion to 200 billion market cap companies that trade on the NASDAQ capital market. Furthermore, on April 19, 2023, the company received a written notice from NASDAQ stating that the company had regained compliance with NASDAQ Listing Rule 5620, which requires the company to hold an annual meeting of stockholders. Now listen to this carefully and think about Mullen Automotive's situation. This is before the additional 180-day extension that was granted for FFIE. It says they started the production of its FF91 vehicle on March 30th, 2023 at its FFIE factory in Hanford, California, and announced the first production vehicle coming off the line on April 14, 2023. The company also recently announced its 3-phase delivery plan for the FF91 vehicle and continues to work diligently towards the start of delivery of its FF91 vehicles. Now, Mullen just announced Class 3 trucks to be rolling off the line next month, and possibly also M1 vans with this battery update that we just got from Cha. But following FFIE stock's production update, they did file with the Securities and Exchange Commission an 8K on May 2nd, saying that they have obtained an additional 180 calendar day period or up until October 30th, 2023 to regain compliance with NASDAQ's $1 minimum bid price requirement. And also keep in mind, per NASDAQ rulebook, if a company listed on the capital market is not deemed in compliance before the expiration of the 180-day compliance period, it will be offered an additional 180-day compliance period, provided that on the 180th day of the first compliance period, it meets the applicable market value of publicly held shares requirement for continued listing and all other applicable standards for initial listing on the capital market, except the bid price requirement based on the company's most recent public filings and market information, and notifies NASDAQ of its intent to cure this deficiency. If a company does not indicate its intent to cure the deficiency, or if it does not appear to NASDAQ that it is possible for the company to cure the deficiency. The company will not be eligible for the second grace period. Like I said, this is only speculation based off what I'm seeing between Muln and FFIE stock. Be sure to do your own due diligence. This is not financial advice. I think Muln Automotive has been setting themselves up for success for the long run when it comes to operating cash on hand, minimizing debt, as well as getting their hands in a little bit of everything with IGO, different pilot programs with Menzies and others, as well as key partnerships to speed up productions. And let's not forget several acquisitions such as Bollinger Motors and Elms Solution. And no, I'm not denying the fact that when it comes to cash on hand, it is coming off of the backs of retail investors propping up the stock after death spiral, death financing that Mullen's been attached to. And also FFIE stock is trading back in the 20 cents ranges after they got that additional 180-day extension. Like I said, these stocks may not be in similar situations as you may think, but they did get a pop from 14 cents. Ironically, when they filed that extension with the Securities and Exchange, it went from 14 cents to around 34 cents. So let me know what you guys think about the latest news. Do you think there will be an adjournment of the upcoming shareholder meeting due to possible voting imbalance? And do you think David reaches out to NASDAQ for a plan to cure the deficiency of the minimum bid price of $1? Appreciate you all for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I'm gone.